announcing that the suspect, this James T. Hodgkinson, has died from his injuries, something that Pete Williams had been looking into and had mentioned that the injuries appeared to be serious. Pete, does this comport with what you had been hearing as well?
Yeah, I think actually, Savannah, that he probably died about an hour, maybe a little over an hour ago. He was taken, we're told, to GW Hospital, George Washington University Hospital here in Washington, D.C., along with, I think, some of the other shooting victims. And we had heard an hour ago, beginning to hear from law enforcement officials that they thought he had died in the hospital. And we had been waiting for a third source on that when the president announced it. So it seems doubtful that they ever got any information out of him. Whether he said anything when he was transported to the hospital that was useful, we don't know yet. But just recently, just a few minutes ago, a law enforcement official told me that obviously a big question now is what was his motive. He's got social media in which he's expressed some political views. You heard from the members of Congress that he asked, are these the Republicans or the Democrats that are playing? But what role that is, law enforcement can't go merely on what's on his social media and that kind of a comment. They're now pressing to try to find out exactly what the motivation was here. So they'll be searching his house, they'll be talking to relatives, they'll be trying to get a better picture of why he came here, what he had in mind, whether he told anyone when he came here. But it's obvious that they knew who he was, or felt they had a pretty good idea who he was shortly after the shooting, when all the shots were fired and they could get to him. They found an Illinois driver's license in his pocket, and that is what started the urgent work to try to figure out who he was and where he came from and why he did this. The second line of inquiry is the weapons. 2 weapons are being traced. There's an urgent trace underway now by the Bureau of Alcohol, Tobacco, and Firearms to figure out when and where he bought those weapons. If it was very recent, that may be another piece that will help them understand this. But obviously, this investigation now takes a very different course. If there's not going to be a prosecution here, it goes in a different direction. But now a question is, was anyone else involved? Did anyone help him? Did anyone egg him on? Did he tell anyone else about his plans? So they're still trying to figure all of that out. It's still very, very early and no way to answer those questions yet. But something to emphasize that we've been saying all morning, and only because of the times we live in, that there's no indication here that this was inspired by any kind of a terrorist group.
Hey, NBC News fans, thanks for checking out our YouTube channel. Subscribe by clicking on that button down here, and click on any of the videos over here to watch the latest interviews, show highlights, and digital exclusives. Thanks for watching.